I'm Felicia.
And I'm Ian.
And we are the Paranormal Lovers.
Hello, paranormal dudes, and dudes. Welcome back to another episode of the Paranormal Lovers.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Thanks for joining us for another episode, number 121, take 2.
Twice.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened last time.
I have no clue.
Might have been the demon. Who knows?
Might have been.
But first, let's get to the business. If you were a fan of history that has been rewritten by people who want to ignore the shitty things their ancestors did, give our show Rethinking Our History a listen. There we cover conspiracies as well as no wait, that's the other one. Rethinking Our History. Yeah. We cover corporations, government projects, shitty people. Sometimes we cover missing people too.
And good people.
Sad. And good people.
On Rethinking Our History.
Thank you, Igneg Semmelweis, for telling people, hey, wash your hands. Yeah. You want to know why mortality rates were so high? Because white people, doctors, white men doctors specifically, used to think it was not necessary to wash their hands after they messed with a dead body before they went and stuck their hands in a woman's vagina who was giving birth.
Yeah.
So go listen to that episode. It's like number 4 or something.
Pretty good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. Please be so kind. Give us a follow and share on the social medias. This is the easiest way to support these shows. Just search for the Paranormal Lovers on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you would care to support the making of these shows, we have a couple of ways for you to do so. First, we have our merch shop at theparanormallovers.threadless.com, where you can get shirts, phone cases, wall art, and so much more. We also have a Patreon at patreon.com/theparanormallovers for just $5 a month. You get early access to unedited videos of both shows, as well as a bi-weekly show, Why Do Men? This show covers some of the worst men in history, not just murderers, but politicians and wealthy people too. You will also get stickers and other swag from time to time. Finally, if you have a personal story, whether it be true crime, paranormal, historical, that you would like to have read on a future episode of Paranormal Personals, you want to be the guest on the show, or you have a topic request, email us at theparanormallovers@yahoo.com. So what did you love about this week, babe?
This week, what was it, last week? That's tough. I like that it's getting cooler outside.
Yeah.
It's my favorite time of season.
You know my favorite thing about the cooler weather?
What's that?
Mosquitoes are going back to hell where they belong.
Yep.
Fuck so them bugs.
Good camping weather. The leaves are falling, which I don't love, but like it makes it all
it's
my favorite time of the season.
It's amazing to live in Appalachia during fall.
Yeah.
Like
when you get leaf season, everything looks beautiful for a little while. Like a week or two.
Honestly, I really love it during the winter.
Mm-hmm.
When everything is bare and we get those like ice storms, or you get like a really big snowfall and everything's white and like all the tree branches are white.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like these skeletal white branches. Oh, I love it.
Looks like white carpet up through the mountains.
Yes, it's so pretty. As long as I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I don't like driving in that shit.
Right. What did you love about this week? Or last week? Week before last?
I don't know. I found some good shit at work.
I want to think the last time you said it was something about Patty.
I don't remember.
Like she was going back to school or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Patty's great. Patty's good. She's smart. She's thriving. She's still hyper as shit.
Yeah.
Still overstimulating as a motherfucker, but you know, we're getting better.
Or was it your store? I think it was your store.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
She loves working at her store.
I do love working at the store. Seriously though, if you guys are ever in Waynesville, North Carolina, come by within reach. Resale shop. We're a thrift store technically. I like to call us a secondhand resale shop because, like,
Can't tariff used goods.
we are tariff free, for one. Also, like, all the rich people in the area bring us their shit.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we still got, like, a $400 computer chair in there.
nice.
That's what the price we put on it. It's $1,000 brand new, so,
Yeah,
I keep looking at it going, "You ugly."
it kinda is. I seen it the
It's
other
so
day. Like,
ugly. But it
it's no booty
reclines,
pot
which
chair.
is kinda cool. But it can do this.
I can do this.
It can do this. If there's any PewDiePie fans out there, you'll get that reference.
Yep.
Can it do this? Mine cannot, which is fine. I don't need to do this anyways. All right, Bill. What do you have for us today?
Episode 121 is what I got. Yeah.
It's 121 is what I got. It's never been but that. 121 is what
So,
I got.
welcome back, guys. I have another fun-filled episode. Today we're gonna talk about drum roll, demon. Dun,
Demons.
dun, dun. It's the first demon that we've ever done on the Paranormal Lovers. Um, recently, recently,
Motherfucker, $70 on eBay.
Jesus. So recently, my little girl has been taken by the Labubu craze.
Labubu.
If you guys don't know what the Labubu craze is, she's been talking about these things for like months now. Uh, her mom and I won't let her have one in the house, and this is why. Uh, Little Boo Boos are a cute and cuddly plush toy with sharp teeth and big fuzzy ears. They were created by a man from Hong Kong by the name of Kassing Lung. Uh, Pop Mart is the company that produces the Labubus. They sell them in blind boxes. So it's like you don't know which one you're gonna get.
Lefufus are like a box of
It's
chocolates.
just like wrapped up and
You
you
never
open it,
know what you're gonna get.
right? The business model of only selling blind boxes and limited runs of the dolls has led to the popularity of them in the US. Also, some conspiracies have popped up on TikTok and Reddit about them. The artist Casting Lung says that he made the dolls after his European folklore stories because he grew up there, um, and he heard those stories as a child. Um, they kind of look like where the wild things are,
Yeah, kinda.
kind of.
Like a cuter Where the Wild Thing Are.
Yep. If you guys have ever read that kid's book, um,
Hello, millennial children, where are you? It's an amazing fucking book.
it is. It's a good book. I used to love it when I was a kid.
Patty
But
has it.
some people have said that the dolls have been cursed and the dolls attract negative spiritual attention. Some even think that the dolls are inhabited by this demon spirit, Pazuzu.
Not
Dun dun dun.
Pazuzu.
Um, all this comes from claims that the dolls move on their own. They've been seen to eat food and all kinds of other diabolical things.
Patty's always like,
Steals my pizza, we're gonna have problems.
Patty will be like, I want a Labubu, and I don't even care if I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and it's eating food or moving its arm. I don't even care. It'll be fine.
Uh,
Okay.
in different countries, there are claims of behavioral problems with in children with Labubu dolls. Now, kids have behavioral issues anyways. I
Kids
hate to tell
are a
them.
behavioral issue. Okay.
uh,
They're learning, folks.
yeah. So this is why we don't let Patty have a Labubu in the house, being spiritual people that we are. But since these things are all the craze, I thought I would do this episode on the demon spirit Pazuzu. Maybe knowing the spirit a little better, people can know a little bit more about what might or might not be possessing their Labubu.
Okay, so does Pazuzu attach itself to the Lafufus as well?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Because Lafufus are just fake Labubus,
Right.
but, like, I
But
mean,
they have the
look
same
the same.
likeness.
Yeah, they have the same likeness. They're just cheaper, so I wonder.
So, yeah, I think, that's kinda where it came from too, is the looks of the doll was kinda like the Pazuzu from the movie. But anyways, let's dive into this. The story of Pazuzu starts before Jesus was born,
No,
and
no, no. No, no, no. Nothing can come before Jesus, okay? The world began when that sweet little baby was born out of his vagina his virgin mother's vagina, okay?
right?
Nothing begins before Jesus.
So it was in the millennium before the Common Era. Uh, he was a popular demonic deity that came from the Babylonians and the Assyrians.
I
What
just I just went to Google Pazuzu. I accidentally put Y at the end.
Pazuzui?
Pazuzu. Pazuzu, is that you? It's like when they call Lucifer Lucy in Supernatural. Alright, sorry, go ahead.
Pazuzu was thought to be the son of the god Hanbi. So was he a demon or was he a god? Uh, Pazuzu's appearance was an entity with a dog's head with big bulging eyes. He had wrinkly cheeks, gazelle horns, and human ears. He had a typical scaly demon body, uh, and awkwardly had a snake-headed penis, a big one.
Sure does, that motherfucker wraps around his leg. God damn.
He had he had the tail of a scorpion, and his hands and feet had bird talons. And usually his right hand would be held up and his left hand would be held down, and most of the likenesses show him with wings.
Mhm.
The demonic entity was usually regarded as being evil. Some people thought of this entity as beneficial, though, in some cases. So, right off the bat, I got like conflicting uh, stories when I was doing my research. Uh, they thought that the spirit would protect them against winds bearing pestilence. I, and I always thought he was supposed to bring pestilence, but uh, Pazuzu was also said to be able to force the demoness Lamashtu back down into the underworld. Now, Lamashtu was another demon that was the archenemy of Pazuzu. People would place amulets with Pazuzu on them in their home to protect their baby from Lamashtu. Also, a pregnant woman from the time would often wear amulets with the head of Pazuzu to ward off Lamashtu. Pazuzu would be seen back then as a bad spirit who would bring a particularly destructive and dangerous wind to the region. So there you go, right off the bat. It's 2 different,
Mhm.
things. And also a spirit that would repel and protect from other bad spirits at the time. So, bringing dangerous winds, but then also warding off bad spirits. He was known to protect people's homes from other demonic influences. Most of the time, people used his presence to protect pregnant women and mothers. They would invoke Pazuzu for protection and rituals and would create charms depicting him for defense against Lamashtu. The people that lived back then seemed to be more afraid of Lamashtu wreaking havoc than they were of Pazuzu. See, Lamashtu was another god demon slash god
Mm.
that was known to the Mesopotamians and the Babylonians. Lamashtu was the daughter of the sky god Anu. Lamashtu was a demoness in Mesopotamian culture. She a lot of times would do evil things on her own accord and did not take any orders from any other gods or deities.
Um, sorry, hold on. I was just very, very curious. Dean's amulet in Supernatural
Mhm.
is not directly related to Pazuzu, but it does kind of look like Pazuzu.
Yeah,
I
got a
had to go.
Pazuzu amulet.
Well, the one that he wears all the time that like he got from his dad and it's supposed to protect him,
Yeah,
the head kind of
looks like Pazuzu.
looks like Pazuzu, and it's not a direct representation it's not supposed to signify him. It's a Dean's amulet. It's its own thing, but
Right,
I think they may have pulled some inspiration from Pazuzu.
that's funny.
Because I was looking at one of these pictures, like, why does that look familiar? Oh,
Right. That's funny.
hmm
Um, so where was I here?
sorry.
So Lamash too, she was usually depicted as having the head of a lion. Sometimes she was referred to as the mother of monsters. She had donkey teeth and usually appeared naked. Her breasts are exposed, but the rest of her body was hairy
Can you imagine a lion face or
with
donkey
donkey
teeth?
teeth. That's very strange. I'm gonna have to like draw that now,
Like
just
that's
because it's weird.
that is very very weird.
Right.
Excuse me. Oh,
So her breasts were exposed, but the rest of her body was hairy. She had long fingers and fingernails that were stained with blood. She appears with the feet of Anzu, another Mesopotamian demon. She came from, and when I say Mesopotamian demon, like it's probably just a deity because this was at the time before Christ. And so she was supposed to come from a boat that was on the river of the Mesopotamian underworld. So she was an underworld demon or deity.
hmm
Lamashtu would target expecting mothers or newly born children. She would use her evil to kill kids, born or unborn, is another way of them explaining stillbirths.
hmm
She would cause harm to mothers and also eat men by drinking their blood.
See, that's the part that I'm like,
Maybe not so bad.
I can get on board with that. And
Right.
we got a whole show on Patreon dedicated to men, and it's not a great
They
one.
should have unleashed Lamashtu on that dude.
I mean, legitimately, somebody
Right.
could have done some Pazuzu ritual. Like, hey, go get him. He's
Yeah.
killing babies.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
Um, she would mess with people's sleep, giving them nightmares, and she would also destroy foliage and would cause rivers and lakes to become infested with sickness, disease, and death.
Come after me, man, but don't touch nature.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
Rude.
I could see how people would rather deal with Pazuzu than Lamashtu. All Pazuzu was really known for was being the bringer of famine and uh,
Drought.
drought. The Mesopotamians used Pazuzu as kind of a white magic. The reason his statue is scary, though, is that it was meant to scare away wanted guests. There are magic rituals inscribed on most of the backs of his statues and texts. The artifacts that have been found were thought to be placed around the home and be carried by the Mesopotamians for protection and to gain favor of the demon. Lots of his heads have been found. So this is like a real thing. I forgot to give a warning too. Sorry, Christians.
I mean, if
Warning,
Christians are here,
demons.
hopefully they're just like, whatever.
Right. But the heads were made by Mesopotamians out of all kinds of stuff, mostly terracotta. Some were made of bronze, iron, gold, glass, and even bone. The heads would often have a loop at the top of the head so that the charm could be worn on a necklace or a bracelet. Some have been found on the end of cylinders, used using them to seal them up,
Hey, did you
like
know that you can buy a
scrolls and
Pazuzu
stuff.
pinned it?
I did not know that.
You sure can.
Right.
Mm. Oh, and he's sorry, I was looking at, the shopping. I was like, "Pazuzu amulet?" 'Cause, I mean, why not? Um, he's a wind
Yep.
demon. Um, air is my sign.
Nice.
Air is my element.
Right.
That I'm gonna have to do some more research on him.
Right.
Interesting. Sorry.
Um, Also, some were made into brooches, and some were found engraved. The amulets were a depiction of Pazuzu, usually standing or crouching. They also made bigger carvings of Pazuzu. Uh, these bigger amulets would be hung up in a room to protect the entire room or an entrance to a home. They found a lot of Pazuzu heads and amulets around this time period. He was very popular, and the heads were mass produced at one point. So there was a Mesopotamian dude just cranking out Pazuzu heads.
That's pretty awesome.
Um, like I said before, his ritual text could be found on the back of his statues or tablets. One such text describes a Pazuzu head as used to banish sickness. So they would use to protect against sickness too. They also mention a incantation to protect a person from Lamashtu. In the bilingual Sumerian and Akkadian compendia, Pazuzu is said to have introduced himself in the texts. It says, quote unquote, I am Pazuzu, son of Hanbu, king of the evil Lilu demons. I was enraged in violent motion against the strong mountains and ascended them, end quote.
Alright,
Another text that Pazuzu himself supposedly narrated mentions his encounters with other Lilu demons in his travels. Pazuzu would encounter the Lilu demons and break their wings, preventing them from causing harm or causing others harm. Pazuzu supposedly said in that text, quote unquote, I ascended a mighty mountain that shook, and the evil winds I encountered that were headed west. One by one, I broke their wings. End quote.
just over here snapping wings. He's like, "You can't be causing no trouble."
Right. Another text mentions Pazuzu in a different way, as if he was more harmful to the deity. The narrator of the text mentions Pazuzu as agony of mankind, suffering of mankind, and disease of mankind. The text then has chanting in it, telling the demon that he could not enter the narrator's house.
Mm,
The stories of Pazuzu are mostly protection spells, but he is also known as being a part of other stories of other demons. Pazuzu's father was Hanbi, the staggering one, who was also known as the perverted one.
ugh.
This is where it all gets like the game Diablo.
Sounds like he was a drunkard.
Hanbi was known as the Lord of Evil, or Lord of all evil forces.
Alright.
Some scholars have connected Hanbi to Halal, which is the Jewish name for the almighty Satan. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
But Hanbi had the characteristics of being a shadow born, which meant he was born in the underworld. So it's kind of different.
Yeah,
Granted, this was before Christ,
yeah.
so religion was different back then.
Mm,
Pazuzu was a Lilu demon, which means wind demon. Um, he and other Lilu demons were personifications of the Babylonian four winds. They were depicted in several cylinder seals or their scrolls. They also had wings and represented each of the four directions north, south, east, and west. Franz Wigerman says that the wind demon from the west is particularly masculine and is positioned all crooked to represent that it was a wind demon. It is the same on the statues of Pazuzu. He's all crooked, like leaning over, like he needs a Snickers or something. If you've ever seen those commercials, oh, you look kinda sideways, you need a Snickers. Wiggerman goes on to say that since the head
Dang.
Wiggerman
Can't with that name. Wigger.
Wiggerman goes on to say that since the heads are different in the Babylonian seals different from the statues of Pazuzu, that it is the lean of the body of Pazuzu that shows that he is a wind demon or a west wind demon. Scott Nogle, a scholar, says that Pazuzu has 4 wings, that it was a sign that he had control of all 4 directions of the wind. Lamashtu is thought to be under the control of Pazuzu, seeing as how they were enemies. Some think Pazuzu was conjured up back then just to counter what Lamashtu was doing. She came a little before Pazuzu was ever mentioned, but in the latter half of the Bronze Age, Lamashtu was reclassified as a Lilu demon or wind demon. This is when Pazuzu was mentioned of being able to chase Lamashtu back to the underworld river where she came from. The first appearance of Pazuzu was in the Middle Assyrian Empire. A lot of scholars believe that the Egyptian god Bes is the Egyptian version of Pazuzu. Of course, that one would have came first, um, but both
Yes.
were known both were known for protection. They both had lion parts on their bodies, both had wings, and both had elongated penises.
Peenasses. That's what our child calls the penis. The peenasses.
The faces are all weird too, like, both have strange gazing looks, which is creepy, but they both were found in the same areas as well. A Pazuzu figure was uncovered in Egypt, as well as a Bes amulet was uncovered in Iran.
I don't want to laugh at Bess, but Bess is short and thick.
Yeah.
Short and thick.
During an excavation of a 7th century fort in Nimrud, they found 5 Pazuzu heads and 1 Bes amulet in the same site. So, even though they were I think Bes probably came before, they were both probably around in the same time period, probably.
Yeah, I mean, or just like, I don't know, people would like travel and share their cultures and spiritual practices with each other, and they're
Yep.
like, "You've got a wind god that protects mother." Yeah,
We got
you've got
one
a wind
too.
god that protects. Oh shit! Ours is best. What's yours, Pazuzu? Kind of weird. All right, we'll take it though. It's cool.
So, yeah, they were found in the same site, same dig site. Sometimes the amulets representing Pazuzu had other protective demons on them as well. They would appear on the backs of the amulet, out of sight of the viewer, which is strange.
Mm,
But
not really.
these demons were Ugalu and Lulal. Ugalu meaning big weather beast, and Lulal meaning servant deity or bodyguard. Most people know Pazuzu from the 1971 novel The Exorcist and from the film adaptation, where the demon Pazuzu possesses a little girl named Regan McNeil.
Reagan.
Reagan McNeil.
Regan. What the fuck is Regan? I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, but what the fuck is Regan?
Right.
Yeah, Reagan. Reagan.
It is said that the Pazuzu it is said that the demon Pazuzu can possess any human on Earth in order to bring his evil into the world. This is kind of what we now think of him. But
That's
while
what Christianity has painted him as now,
right,
anyways.
while under the possession, the human inherits the power of super strength. It is also said that the person that Pazuzu inhabits is able to use his retractable claws.
So not a snakehead peenass?
Ah, I don't know.
You can't, like,
Maybe.
use it to bite people, like,
Yeah,
oh, what's his fucking name? Romulus?
yeah.
Is it Romulus with the
Romulus with
snake
the snake
hands?
hands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
snake penis, and they're like, "Hey, guy, stop!"
Ah!
He, like, shoots him, like, the snake penis shoots him and turns him into a crystal, but
Or
it's,
if it
like,
like
crystal jizz.
it like talks and has its own like
Thought. It's got a little brain going on. I mean, y'all are ruled by the little brain down there anyways, so why
this is
not?
true. I mean, maybe that's what it represented.
Probably.
Like it's got its own
It's an
brain.
evil little thing. Watch out. Might be venomous. It'll bite.
Uh, Pazuzu, being a demon, is invulnerable to attacks by humans. There is no real way to kill this dude. Paz-
Unless you're Sam and Dean Winchester.
this is true. They probably would have a way.
There's literally nothing they can't kill. They have killed God,
Satan.
Satan. They killed Satan.
Yeah,
Yeah. They didn't kill God, but yeah.
right.
Wait, did they?
I think so.
They
Yeah,
did kill
they
Chuck,
did
didn't
kill
they?
Chuck.
Yeah, they killed God.
They
Come
had
on
to.
now.
They had to save
Everybody,
the
like the
universe.
cosmos.
I think it was the universe because he
Yeah.
was trying to
He was just gonna wipe it all clean and
wipe it
start
clean.
over. He's like, "Yeah, y'all are too much trouble." And they're like, "Nah, bro,
Right.
we like this fucked up life. Thanks."
Um, Pazuzu, like one of our favorite Sith lords, has been known to use his very strong telekinetic powers to lift and throw objects or manipulate humans with his mind.
I was trying to Jedi mind your glasses off your face, but it didn't work.
He is also said to have a thing called pyrokinesis, which is
Woo!
like telekinesis, but he's able to create fire with his mind.
Y'all seen Firestarter with little Drew Barrymore?
Yeah.
Great movie.
It is also known to bring plagues and disease to whole swaths of people.
I know you gotta do what you gotta do.
He is thought to have created swarms of locusts and made foliage mold and rot. All in all, everyone who has seen the movie The Exorcist knows of Pazuzu. I'm sure he was ever so popular in Mesopotamian culture as well. Uh, now that you guys know the story of Pazuzu, what do you guys think about it? Like, because I never knew all that stuff. I just knew the Pazuzu of the Exorcist movie.
Yeah,
It's scary,
and I had
but
heard some other stuff about him that's not great.
right.
Uh,
Was Pazuzu misunderstood?
I kind of
Maybe?
feel like listen, I grew up in the church
Right.
from like 6 till I was what 30,
Mhm.
and like I believed that voodoo was evil, and I believed that like anything that was not Christian
Right.
was evil.
Yeah.
But now that I'm pushing 40 and I've had almost 10 years to research and to learn and to expand my thought process, none of it is Christianity is evil.
Yeah. I kinda get the same feeling too.
And like that's just it's wrong. All these other gods, deities, they're cool, they're helping out the people they need to help out. One God, that's too many people for one God to take care of, for one thing. So he's not real. And it's just like Jim Jones said, it's just a way to control and, you know, control people.
Yeah, I mean, Christianity over the years has used, their platform to murder massive amounts of people. I mean, it's happening even now. Like, look at Israel.
Literally right now, literally right now, children are being starved to death in Gaza
Yep,
in the name of God.
yep,
So miss
and
me with that
that's not
shit.
right. Like,
Me with that shit. You know what? Yeah, people are killing kids in the name of the Christian God, and yet in the Orisha spiritual practices, Oba, I think his full name's like Oba Talib, but I'm gonna call him Oba because I don't want to fuck that up. He was a drunkard and he fucked up and gave people physical deformities and he quit drinking and went on the righteous path. So there ain't no excuse for y'all's God. I don't know what to tell you.
Right. Um, so yeah, most people don't even know about the way he was a protective demon back then, or deity.
Deity.
Right.
I'm gonna call him a deity because I don't think he was a demon.
Right. And so now, what about the Labubus? Do they seem like a modern day trinkets carried by the Mesopotamians? Uh,
Aren't olive
I don't know.
are things modern day trinkets that we carry from other cultures? Look at
Maybe, yeah,
necklaces with crosses on them. Look at wedding rings. Like look at tattoos in different cultures. They're all trinkets and stuff that we carry. And
from culture.
I think if Labubu represents Pazuzu, who I don't know protects pregnant women and children, I don't see anything wrong with it.
I don't either. Um, but the myth that the dolls are possessed with the spirit of Pazuzu was started by Christian fundamentalists in the U.S.
Imagine that.
So, you know, and the rumor spread to other countries from here.
Yeah, of
So,
course, it's social media.
right. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing.
I don't think they're a
Um,
bad thing either, and I think they're really fucking cute.
on a
And
totally different note, uh,
I have to get Patty some Lafufus because Labubus are getting a little outrageous right
yeah,
now.
they are expensive.
Like 80 to like $300
That's
is what I
crazy.
saw on there.
Just
Like,
for a stuffed
for
animal?
it's that big. It's
That's
like they got the
crazy.
little ones that go on your backpack, and then I think they have bigger ones that are like maybe this big.
I've seen they say that there's ones that are like a foot by a foot.
I
So
ain't
like
getting her a
big
giant.
ones.
She's got enough giant fucking stuffies in her room.
This is true.
We have a giant.
Our kid is a stuffy
Wait, did
aficionado.
we get rid of the sloth?
No, he's still
Okay,
there.
so we have a giant sloth, we have a giant dinosaur, we have a giant dragon, and a ginormous squishmallow.
And the what is it, rainbow friend? Cyan.
Yes, I'd call him like a medium
It's like a medium.
plushie.
Yeah,
The medium, I can't even tell you how many fucking medium and small plushies the bitch got. They're every fucking where.
yeah.
Oh my god.
But so on a totally different note, there was a man in North Carolina, actually, that changed his name to Pazuzu Al Garad. His name was John Lawson. He was known for his occult practices and mostly his criminal acts. Again, this was mostly attributed to the terrorist movie, Exorcist movie, and not the protective aspect of Pazuzu.
Mm-mm.
So this and I'm not really going to get into the crimes he committed, but
Yeah, let
maybe
us
another
know,
day
like, in
we'll
the
do
comments
that
on
story.
social media or on Spotify or something, if you want me to cover it on Patreon or if you want me to cover it on the History Podcast,
Yeah, because it could be
because
either or.
it really could be either or. I'm like, "I don't know, he's a pretty fucked up one."
So let us know which one to put it on. But so this is the story of the demon Pazuzu. I'm not sure. I'm sure I could find like, more stuff on him, but this was kind of just the introductory history of Pazuzu
Mhm.
uh, that I that I did for you guys today. So love each other, or love you guys. Be kind to each other, and we'll see you next time.
Alright, guys, we love you, thanks for joining us this week, and we will see you guys later.
Love you guys.
Love you, bye.